Hello there. Thanks for joining me today for this energizing yoga flow. This is great for the morning time or even early afternoon when you just need a little pick me up. We're going to start this one standing. So go ahead and meet me there in your most beautiful Tadasana. Once we get here, we're just going to root down through these beautiful feet, lifting up through the toes, spreading those toes wide, and slowly lowering them down, gripping the mat. Nice little bend of the knees, tucking the tailbone, rolling the shoulder blades down the back body, palms facing forward. Maybe closing the eyes down here for just a moment. Taking note of how the physical body is feeling right now. Becoming the observer of that monkey mind. Taking a few nice deep breaths. Beautiful. Slowly butterfly those eyelids back open. You can bring to your hands to your hips here. We're going to shift the weight over into the left, and then we're going to come onto the back or the front of that right foot, getting a beautiful stretch down the front of the right leg. Tucking that tailbone here, growing tall through the spine. We're not dumping or collapsing into our low back. We're just getting that stretch down that front ankle and shin. One more round of breath here. And slowly bring that foot forward and just give that ankle a roll here. Reverse that roll. Beautiful. Release that foot back to the mat. Shift the weight over to the right. And now we're going to put some pressure on the front of that left foot. Still maintaining the length through the spine here. Crown of the head's reaching up. Allowing that beautiful stretch through the ankle and the shin on the left leg. One more round of breath here. And then slowly bring it forward, taking those ankle rolls. And reversing that roll. Beautiful. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back, open up through the chest here. Same things. We have that tailbone tucked, crown is reaching up, arms are pulling away from the body here. If it feels good, you can take your gaze up, maybe taking a slight back bend here. Only if that feels good for you right now. Maybe raising those hands up a little higher to deepen that stretch. Beautiful. Slowly we'll release. Bring the hands in front of us, and we're just going to take a roll of the wrist one way. Maybe starting to shift the hips left to right here. And let's reverse that roll. Take it the other way. Beautiful. Open those fingers and close them real tight. Open again. Close them. Open. Close. And let's interlace them. Push them forward. Little wrist stretch. Palm opening. Take the gaze up. Take those fingers up. And slowly release them to the sides. Go ahead and peel down into our forward fold. Once you get here, you can bring the hands to the mat. Take a sway left to right. Nice bend through the knees. And half lift and fold. Next inhale, we'll peel up. Take those arms up. Exhale them down, heart center. Beautiful. Arms go up again. We're going to slice through the sky back to our forward fold. Hands come back to the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we'll fold. We'll plant the hands and step the feet back into a plank. Take the gaze forward. Lower down the knees and then the chest and the chin, pulling those elbows into the rib cage. And come into our cobra. And let's tuck the feet and send the hips up and back, slowly coming into a downward facing dog. Go ahead and give your dog a little walk here. We'll take one more round of breath here. Take your gaze forward, come up onto those tiptoes, a big bend through the knees, and slowly walking forward. Once you get here, we're going to come up into a half lift, fold. Inhale, we're going to peel up. We're going to take those arms up and overhead and sit back into our chair pose. Beautiful. Bring the hands down to heart center. We're going to shift the weight over into the right foot. Step the left foot back, coming in high lunge, arms up and overhead. Beautiful. Frame the foot, step it back, plank. Vinyasa of your choice. We'll all meet. Down dog. Come up onto the tiptoes, bend through the knees, take the gaze forward, slowly walking to the top of the mat. Inhale brings us up, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing. Go and take those arms up and overhead. And sit back into our chair pose. Shift the weight over into the left. Big step back with that right foot. Arms up and overhead. High lunge. Beautiful. Frame that foot. Step it back. Plank. Knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga, up dog. Either way, we'll all meet back. Downward dog. Beautiful. Up on those toes. Bend through the knees. Walk it forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll peel all the way up to standing. Go and take the arms up and overhead. Sit back into chair. Beautiful. Maybe coming up on those tiptoes here. Maybe sinking a little lower. And exhale, we fold. Beautiful. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. We plant the hands and we step the feet back, coming straight into a downward facing dog. Beautiful job, my friend. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Feeling the squaring off of the hips, pressing equally through both of the shoulders. We're going to bring the right knee to nose. Step it in between the hands. Inhale brings us up. High lunge, arms up and overhead. And let's pull them down into cactus arms. Maybe taking a slight back bend here. And bringing your hands to heart center. Twisting over to the right, bringing left elbow, right knee. Gaze can go up. Hands are at heart center in prayer position. One more round of breath here. We're going to take the gaze down and we're going to step the left foot up to meet the right. Twisted chair here. Inhale brings us up. We're going to come into tree. So left foot's going to come into the right shin or thigh. Hands at heart center. Once you find your drishti, your gazing point, and you feel stable, you can grow those branches tall. Coming back to the breath. We'll take one more round here. Bring those hands down to heart center. We're going to release that left foot back into our warrior three. Rooting down through that right big toe, maybe taking the arms into our airplane arms, keeping the chest lifted. Big step back, high lunge, arms go up and overhead. If you lose your balance, it's okay, just come back to the pose. With a big old smile on the face. And let's go ahead and come back for the cactus arms. Taking the gaze up, maybe taking a slight back bend if that feels good for you here. Beautiful. Next exhale, we plant the hands. We step back, down dog. We will take a vinyasa. If you want to do knees, chest, chin, be my guest. Otherwise, we'll do chaturanga up dog. We'll all meet back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. We'll just take 2 rounds of breath here. Next inhale takes that left leg up, 3-leg dog, square hips. Pushing through the shoulders here, keeping everything nice and aligned. Knee to nose. Step it in between the hands. Next inhale brings us up, high lunge, arms go up and overhead. Pull them down into cactus. Open up through the heart, maybe take the gaze up. Slight back bend if that feels good. Pulling the hands to heart center, twisting over, right elbow, left knee, gaze goes up. One more round of breath here. Bring the gaze down to that left foot. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Twisted chair here. And slowly we're going to come up into our tree. So right foot coming into the left shin or thigh. No rush. Once you feel nice and stable, you've got your drishti in front of you. You can grow those branches out tall. One more round of breath here. Beautiful. Bring those hands back to heart center. We're coming in warrior three, so sending that right leg back. Rooting down through those left big toes, maybe finding airplane arms here. Expansive chest. And big step back, arms up, high lunge. And open up, cactus arms, maybe taking that slight back bend. And we frame the foot. We step back, down dog. We'll all take a vinyasa of choice, and we'll meet in a child's pose. If you want to go back to down dog, be my guest. We'll only be here for 3 rounds of breath. Beautiful. If you're in down dog, we are going to come down to the knees. We're coming in for camel. So we're going to do dancing camel. If you just want to do normal camel, please listen to what your body is asking for. Otherwise, we're going to start on the left side. So left hand's going to come. If you have a block, you can pause me real quick. Grab your block. It can come here or to this heel. Right arm back. Opening up through the chest here. Right arm's going to swing around the face, all the way around the front, coming over towards that right heel, and then left hand behind us. Back into our dancing camel. Okay, so let's do this a few more times. And the other side. We're going to do both sides one more time. And back around. Continuing to breathe through these. We're not holding or clenching the breath here. We are stretching all of those abdominal muscles. And other side. This is the last side, so enjoy it. And back around. We're going to bring the hands in front of us, mermaid the legs to the side, come onto our booties, hands behind us, windshield wiper the legs to release through that low back. Next, we're coming in for boat. Oh, when you're ready, let's go ahead and get into our boat pose here. Growing the spine nice and tall, imagining there's a string pulling you up by the crown of your head. It's going to extend that right leg. And pull it back in. Extend the left. Pull it back in. Come down to low boat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, release it. We're going to hug these knees into the chest here. And let's go take these knees in circles. And reverse those circles. Beautiful. Hug them in. We're going to take our arms into cactus. If T feels better for you, be my guest. And let's go ahead and allow the legs to drop over towards the right. Gaze goes towards the left. Maybe closing the eyes down. One more round of breath here. Back to center. Recenter yourself. Arms are in cactus and allow the legs to go over towards the left. Gaze goes towards the right. One more round of breath. At this point, if you want to take a shavasana, have at it. But since this is an energizing practice, we are going to just rock and roll back up to a seated position. And we're going to do 3-part breath. This for me is a very good breath work to practice when I'm needing a boost. Also, if I'm high anxiety, this can do the opposite and calm me down. But today we're going to use this to boost us up. We're going to bring our left hand on our heart, right hand on our belly. So 3-part breath. We're going to inhale and exhale together. And then we'll inhale into the belly, about 70%. And then we'll inhale another 20% into the chest. And then we'll try to suck in another 10% at the top. Okay? So we'll just all take an inhale and exhale together. And here we go. Inhale into the belly. the chest, and then maybe another sip into the shoulders. And slowly releasing through the belly and then the chest and the shoulders. Again, inhale into the belly, the chest, and the shoulders. Slowly release. Now do this a few times to your own accord here. Once you're done, maybe bringing the hands to the knees for a moment of silence here. Noticing how you feel. Noticing the difference in the mind. And bring your hands to heart center. Our quote today comes from the Dalai Lama. Just one small positive thought in the morning can change your whole day. What is your one small positive thought right now that can turn your whole day around? Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel energized and ready to tackle your day. As always, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat.